Good morning, everyone. Clint McLaughlin here, Midwest Market Management. I got Riley Sykart on with me here today. It is Thursday, May 14th. I do apologize for the lapse on Tuesday. Crop report was coming out. A lot of irons in the fire over here that day, and we had to sacrifice the weather for Tuesday. So do apologize. We're going to hop into South America weather here today, and then we will also cover U.S. weather from a national yield perspective, along with planning progress reports there as well. Riley, what do we got in tune for us down south?
Not a whole lot of big changes here in the last couple of weeks in South America. First thing I do want to do, as always, put into perspective how big of an area we're talking about. For Brazil, you're looking anywhere during Safrinha crop from Mato Grosso through Paraná, and Argentina is still entirely in play yet. So if you take just Mato Grosso on a U.S. map, it's almost the whole Midwest. So that Safrinha area is smaller than first crop, but still a very, very large area we're looking at. So with that said, I got some harvest progress numbers. Brazil, I did throw this in here because corn progress is a decent amount behind last year and behind the 5-year average. I don't really have a big rhyme or reason, and 3% behind average, I definitely wouldn't say is catastrophic. Moving over to the Argentina side of things, a very similar story to what we've been talking about for a while, Clint. Corn harvest still running 6% ahead of the 5-year average, and beans continuing to run behind 41% compared to a 54 on a 5-year average. I do think that sounds like yields are pretty strong down south, and that will always slow down harvest a little bit if you got more grain to get rid of. So that's the only thing I can chalk up right now. So moving ahead here, 1 to 5 day temperatures. Cool in Argentina, and Brazil is in the 80s. What's new? So southern Brazil is a little cool. Paraná is a Safrinha corn growing province, so you do have to watch that one pretty closely, but no talks of a freeze or a frost, so I wouldn't say there's any concern. 6 to 10 day, very similar picture. Up north, 80s and 90s. As you go further south, you get into the 60s. Not really any changes coming over the next 10 days. Last 2 weeks of rainfall. Last Tuesday when we covered it, it looked very similar. Rain in southern Brazil and eastern Argentina. Mato Grosso, your main Safrinha crop growing region, pretty much getting missed out. So not really any new things coming in, and what rains were forecasted did come to the south. So what's new? 1 to 5 day. Still some more rains coming in Paraná, Mato Grosso, do Sul, which if you remember during first crop, this province was very hot and dry. So them getting these extra rains right now is definitely helping them out. But other than that, a region that already got some rains getting some more, and pretty much everywhere else is looking to miss out. So I wish I could make it more interesting, Clint, but it's kind of been a continuation of the same pattern here for the last couple weeks. And 6 to 10 day, if we want to talk about no rain in the forecast, there you go. There's a lot of purple for you. So not a whole lot of rain in the mix. Safrinha crop is not in a point right now where crop failure is a thought. Some regions are getting closer to harvest as you get into that first week of June, second week of June. That's when harvest really is considered to be in full gear. And this map's getting you through the 23rd of May. So we're getting far enough along where those northern regions are either in pollination or in grain filling, and the crop will be there. It's just getting minimized by not having any rainfall. But to flip-flop that, we're not seeing 90 and 100-degree temperatures like we've seen there in years past. There's some regions in the 90s, but you need hot and dry to cause a serious drought concern, and we're not getting both. You're either getting dry temperatures or dry with cool temperatures, or hot temperatures and they're getting rain. So overall, it's not a earth-shattering crop, I think, coming down there, Clint, but I do think it's going to be solid. So from a maps standpoint, that's all I got today.
All right. Thanks a lot, Riley. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Again, Clint McLaughlin, Riley Sykard, Midwest Market Management. Stay tuned for U.S. weather from a national yield perspective. Thanks a lot and have a great day.
This material has been prepared by a sales or trading employee or agent of Midwest Market Management and is in the nature of a solicitation. This material is not a research report prepared by of Midwest Market Management Research Department. By accepting this communication, you agree that you are an experienced user of the futures markets capable of making independent trading decisions, and agree that you are not and will not rely solely on this communication in making trading decisions. Distribution in some jurisdictions may be prohibited or restricted by law. Persons in possession of this communication indirectly should inform themselves about and observe any such prohibition or restrictions. To the extent that you have received this communication indirectly and solicitations are prohibited in your jurisdiction without registration, the market commentary in this communication should not be considered a solicitation. The risk of loss in trading futures and/or options is substantial, and each investor and/or trader must consider whether this is a suitable investment. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by simulated historical tests of strategies, is not indicative of future results. Trading advice is based on information taken from trades and statistical services and other sources that of Midwest Market Management believes are reliable. We do not guarantee that such information is accurate or complete, and it should not be relied upon as such. Trading advice reflects our good faith judgment at a specific time and is subject to change without notice. There is no guarantee that the advice we give will result in profitable trades.